Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honors, and glories to Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahushua Ba'Shem HaKadosh, and through our three apostles and elders of great millstone, salutations to the hopeful elect. This is your brother Ayman Allah from Gemma, Chicago, and coming back with you with another lesson. And I'm going to go into about the basis of man is in rulership, alright? And, you know, the wicked is in rulership today, and that's the so-called white man, alright? Esau, Edom. Or power sit unto the serpent, because thou hast done this, thou art cursed above all cattle and above every beast of the field. Upon thy belly shalt thou go, and thus shalt thou eat all the days of thy life. And you know, this serpent is basically going into Esau, Edom, alright? And it says, upon thy belly shalt thou go. And this is speaking about Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, alright? And he is also known as, you know, the caveman, alright? The wild man. The wild man. Right? This is Esau, a so-called white man, right? The first came out white. I mean, it's like the first came out red, as like a hairy garment, alright? You look at the so-called white man today, alright? Hey man, they don't even have white skin, alright? You take the color, you that both are red as the same, alright? Or you can see that the skin is, you know, basically red. All right. Another good example, you know, they have red skin basically. All right, and they're real fucking hairy too. But it says the wild man of the woods, is a mythical figure in fit resembling the hairy man that appears in the art and literature of the medieval Europe. Generally, they are considered a large statured race of humans who are hairy all over their body and live in the wilderness or woodlands. The Moors, let's see, and the castle. I like to look at this one because this is a good example. But basically, in the Dark Ages, in the medieval ages, right, you got Jake. They were defending the castle against the wild man, right? Them hairy motherfuckers, right? You see it as Jake, right? As kings and princes, right? You got them defending the castle, and you know you got the caveman, the wild man that is basically attacking it. But here, you know, it shows you the history of the Moors. The Moors, that being of, you know, Israelites, the Negroes, all right, from the tribe of Judah, all right. But you can see how, you know, the wild man, he acts as a caveman. It says, upon that belly shall thou go. And that's speaking about Esau Edom, because he acts like a caveman, alright? He does wild shit, alright? He does a lot of wild shit. And hey, man, like Esau Edom, you know, you know, they be doing a lot of, like, weird shit with their own dogs, too. Alright? Base, man. Base. Job 30 and 8. Yeah, I'm gonna start with Yeah, I'm gonna start with yeah, I'm gonna start with verse 5. It says they were driven Salakia. I'm gonna start with verse 6 actually, Salakia. To dwell in the cliffs of the valleys, in the caves of the earth, and the rocks among the bushes, and they brayed under the nettles, they were gathered together. And that's how Esau Edomites, right? You know, it says in verse 7, they sound like animals howling among the bushes. Alright, you ever seen them videos, or you got them fucking Edomites, alright, acting like a straight up dog, like a straight up fucking animal, alright? It says, they were children of fools, yeah, children of base men, alright? They were basically the lowest of all men, alright? They're degenerates, right? They're fucking, when you go into that word base, alright, you know, basically it means like the first surface or some shit like that. But base, you know what a base is, right? You know, it's like a stand. You know, base meaning like outcasts. You know, but I want to give you a better definition of what it means. It says the base generally refers to the bottom support, foundation, or starting point of something. Basically, Esau is basically, is the lowest. All right, he's at the bottom. All right, he can't root for shit. All right, everybody hates this man. Everybody hates the so-called white man. All right, and you can see how he's ruling in this kingdom today. All right, you know, a lot of these people are mourning because of him. They're mourning because Esau Edom is fucking up the entire thing. Everybody's seeing and everybody's waking up to the fact that this so-called white man is a fucking pedophile, man. All right, says, yeah, children of base men, they were viler than the earth. All right, and you know, Esau Edom is viler than the earth. They do wild shit. All right, they're pets, man. They rule the entire kids. Not a woman. All right, he's the one that is in rulership here today that is basically fucking up the entire planet. Okay, says Obadiah 1, and start with I'm gonna start with verse 1. The vision of Obadiah. Thus saith the Lord power concerning Edom, we have heard a rumor from the Lord, and an ambassador is sent among the heathen. Arise ye, and let us rise up against her in battle. And that's what the Lord is doing right now, right? He's gearing these nations up to come up against Esau Edom, all right, particularly America, but ultimately, all right, you know, Esau Edom is even divided against himself, all right, within America and the U.S. and Russia, all right, and real soon, all right, you know, the U.S. and Russia are going to clash in the very near future, all right, which is a good thing because, hey, you know, well, Apostle Tahar said, the enemy of my enemy is my friend. I like that, I like that quote. But, all right, and Esau is really despised right now at this point. Right, you even got Esau Edom that is stuck with the war weak. Right? So let me down to the ground. They'll exalt thyself as the eagle, and they'll set thy nest among the stars. Thence will I bring thee down, said the Lord. And that's right. Esau Edom is a prideful as man. He's proud. All right. And buildings in Chicago and New York and so on and so forth, because they basically used to dwell in Mount Seir. All right. So they build these high rises, man. They live in them. All right. And that goes to they weak. They'll set thy nest among the stars. Thence will I bring thee down, said the Lord. And that's right. Esau exalts himself as the eagle. And this goes to prove that, hey, we're in the Roman Empire because, Rome's main animal is the eagle. And America's main animal is the eagle. All right. Rome has the Senate House. America has the Senate House. Rome has Roman pillars. America has Roman pillars. All right. Rome had an emperor named Nero, and America has a president named Trump. But both are the same. All right. Basically, what you're seeing is that Trump is Nero, right? Because he's reincarnated back as Nero, but as what these people call king, right? That's Nero right there, man. It says that these come to thee if robbers by night. How are thou cut off? Will they not have stolen till they had enough? If the grape gatherers came to thee, will they not leave some grapes? NLT says, if these came at night to rob and robbed you, what disaster awaits you? They will not take everything, whose harvest grapes always leaves a few for the poor, but your enemies will wipe you out completely. You see, Esau Edom is about to be wiped off from the face of the earth, man. All right. But first, all these nations are going to come up against them. All right. The Lord is going to return. All right. After, before the destruction of America and Israel. All right. By the way, thermonuclear missiles. But before that, the MOTV still has to be fulfilled. But when the Lord returns, all right, He's going to give, spiritual powers unto His elect, to where we're going to gather these nations up and we're going to basically put them into captivity, just like what they did to us. It says, how are the things of Esau all the men of that none understanding in him. And you see all their allies is now turned against Esau Edom, specifically America, because, they could see that America is one big joke, all right, that's basically leading every nation, to damnation, all right. I say, shall I not in that day, said the Lord, even destroy the wise man out of Edom, and understanding of the mount of Esau, and the mighty men of Teman shall be dismayed, and at the end that every one of the mount of Esau may be cut off by slaughter. You see? So yeah, Edom's kingdom was definitely going down. Because why? Because of this. For thy violence against thy brother Jacob, shame shall cover thee. And that's right. all these heathen nations, but especially Esau, right? They had committed a violence against the apple of the Lord's eye. You know, the 12 tribes of Israel, Jacob, man. All right, and hey, you know, Esau's gonna pay for that. That's what it says right here. For thy violence against thy brother Jacob, shame shall cover thee, and thou shalt be cut off forever. You see? To the entire earth, he's poisoning the earth, right? He's basically, you know, taking away peace from the earth by the way of the sword. All right, all right. But with that, hope this lesson was edifying. I want to give all praises, honors, and glories to Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shai, Shalom.